yet, but looking at the guys and maybe even the body language coming across the line, how do you think the guys did today?
Well, the body language certainly wasn't good. Certainly Maverick ran well. There's just too many people in the race. We have to kind of look at that and reevaluate it. I think 45, 40, 16. This is just was a lot of congestion out there, and certainly the pace in the first mile was pedestrian, and I think that kind of hurt the race. It's just way too many people. Maverick ran well. I think Reed looked like he had a pretty good run. I think he ran somewhere around 24:30, 24:35. And this time last year, all 5 of our guys did that. So those 2 guys are in a pretty good spot, and we just now have to figure out the rest of the puzzle, and we're gonna have to do that real quickly here.
What would the rest of the puzzle? I mean, if you're looking for those 2 guys, and where were you hoping those 2 guys would be?
I think Maverick, certainly that's his first race. He run 24 flat on in any 8K course at this time of year. That's real good. I mean, when you look at the training that we're doing right now, and as we move into the next phase of our training, he'll get better. So he's in a good spot. I think Reed's in a really good spot right now. He ran 24:30, and he just on his first race. So this time last year, coming into this meet, we had the Oregon meet in our leg. So that certainly helps. But I think for those 2 guys down the road, it all looks good. And if you throw Mo in there, then I think we'll be okay. And that decision will be made real quickly here. I got to look at some race footage. We got to look at the race results and see, what the damage was. Someone just said Rob Finnerty ran real low in 24 minutes. I mean, that's a great run for a guy like that. And we just got to make sure that he got lost in the race. He out there, and I don't know what place he was, but we have to really evaluate it and see where our 4th and 5th guys were. And without the results, it's hard to do that right now.
Do you have any kind of clear standards in your mind, or is there going to be kind of coach's intuition in terms of making that call?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be intuition. We see what happens, see how these guys recover from this race. I mean, real disappointed in, when you go back into our 5, 6, 7 guys out there today, it's not acceptable. You wear a Wisconsin uniform and you're that far back, then, I'm certainly not going to accept it. You have to have some pride in that uniform, so we're going to have to talk to some guys about that.
You say the decision's going to be made real quickly. Is that something you're going to let people know about, or are you going to keep it close to the vest and wait till the next day?
We got Big Tens in 2 weeks, so I think the cat's going to be out of the bag real quickly here. So, we do another workout or 2. Go back tonight, doing a workout with Mo, real hard workout, and see how he recovers in the next day or 2. And he's got another workout on Monday, and we'll make a decision real quickly.
When you have the turnover up front, you got a couple guys replaced, a couple guys coming. Well, you don't usually have a guy coming back from the Olympics. Is it complicated by giving your finish last year?
I don't think so. Been asked that question many times. I mean, this is a new year. It's obviously a new team, a different heartbeat to this team. When you lose characters like Elliot Krause and Ryan Collins, they were the glue that kept this team together. Even the guys talk about it all the time. Ryan Collins just has this calming effect on a lot of guys, and it's very tough to replace a guy like that. Elliot is more the daddy of the team, and kind of brings in a different perspective. Even though he's around and he's got indoor and outdoor left, but he's not in uniform, and that takes a lot of the heartbeat away from the team. But in saying that, these are it's a different team, some new guys there. Rob Finnerty looked like he was having a real good one out there today. Right around 7K, he kind of fell apart a little bit. I think he's going to get better. He's a good miler. There were great milers out there today that ran real well. We just need Rob to, stay cool, calm, and collect, and not panic, because you can easily do that when you just look at the raw result of today. And Alex Hatch was having a pretty good one out there, but just so many bodies, it's hard to get around these guys. I think the milers thought that they were going to come through that field. You weren't coming through there today. Just too many bodies all over the place.
You mentioned the congestion, saying you need to reevaluate things. Does that mean
we will absolutely not have 40 teams in this meet next year? We got to bring it down to 30, and we got to be more selective. We knew that actually this year, and getting into a peeing contest with pre-nationals, it's stupid. Like, You know, we have a great meet on a great course. Coaches, the athletes love head-to-head competition. At the end of the day, everybody's going to walk out of here and see where they're at compared to everybody else in the country. We got to continue doing that, but we will cut the field back. We can't do it. 40, it took away from a lot of the competition out there today. That's certainly not an excuse from our part. We just weren't good, but I think it hurt a lot of other teams too. You know,
that's almost 50% more athletes we have at the national meet you had here, and it's tough for the scorers.
Yeah, and the guys were everybody, not just our guys, but guys from other teams were talking about it. Like there was a lot of fisticuffs. I personally like that stuff, but you know, I think Maverick got a little bothered about it, but you have to calm him down. You know, concentrate on what's coming up over the next couple of weeks. But there was a lot of pushing and shoving out there. It was more like a roller derby than anything else.
When you think about that a possible top three of Mo, Reed, Mav, compare that top three to anybody any other team that you've ever seen that under your.
Well, I think you see it out there, like compared to today. I think it's as good as anybody's top three, maybe a little bit better. But you don't win national championships with three guys. You got to have two other guys. For most of the race, I liked what I saw from Finnerty and Hats. I did a little swearing at Hats over the last 1K, but you know he'll recover. He's a big boy, and I think in a field with less bodies out there, and you know he might do better.
Last year, your team did a lot of dancing in competitions. I get the feeling this team is coming together in the training tracks and the training trails.
In terms of training, everything is good. In fact, we're way ahead of where we were even at this time last year. You know, you come out into a meet like this, like Reed Connor, even Maverick, Elliot Krause, those guys. They crossed the finish line and said, "Oh, that hurt." Of course, it's going to hurt when you haven't done the quality work to run that fast. I mean, 24 minutes, sub 24 on any 8K course, that's fast. And you've got to have done a certain amount of work to be able to run that fast. And we're just not there yet with the quality work. But we certainly will be over the next couple of weeks.
You talked earlier in the week about looking after this meet to see where you are on the national stage and where things compare. You guys are holding people back. What do you know about what the other top teams are holding back, if anything?
To be honest with you, I don't look at what other teams are doing. I got to concentrate on just my guys. I think it's a lot of negative energy. I'm not worried about what the guys down in Oklahoma State are doing or Colorado right now. I know there's a bunch of teams out at pre-nationals tomorrow, but it's a lot of wasted energy to do that. We just concentrate on what we're doing. If we do things right over the next couple of weeks, we'll be a good team in November, and that's all that matters.
What's the main thing you take away from this meet that you'll tell your guys?
When I look at the full results and see where our guys placed and the timed, then I'll have a better idea of where we're at. Right now, we're not even on that board. It's 20 teams ahead of us right now. So, at first you walk away and you kind of feel a little humbled, and it's like, oh my gosh, what happens out there? But it is what it is. When you put one guy in a uniform and you hold out two of your top guys, you have to expect that, and you got to be a big boy about it and walk away and say, okay, well, it is what it is, and it's the 12th of October, and we talk about this all the time. Don't ever lose sight of the fact that it's the 12th of October. A lot of teams out here today came for one reason, that's to get points, and you could see the energy that a lot of coaches were putting into this meet. To me, it's a waste of time doing that.
You got conference in 2 weeks. A month from now, you'll be back here. And that's one of those months that probably seem like 60 days or 10 days.
No, I love it. This time of year, September crawls, October flies by. We're already 2 weeks into it, and this week we'll do a lot of work. Next week, you're looking at at the end of the week, it's Big Tens, and you come back from that, and you're 2 weeks away from the regional meet. I love this time of year. We start coming down in the miles and start running fast, and when you're out here training, you throw guys like Mo back in there, Reed is coming around, and Maverick, and we got Brian Lewing, the kid that transferred in from Princeton. Brings a great amount of energy. I wish he had cross-country eligibility, but he doesn't. But you get those guys out training together, they'll start running fast on this thing.
So pretty confident in the Big Ten? Your chances of taking on that next title?
I'd like to think that we're certainly one of those teams that we know that we're the team with the target on our back. We're going for a 14th straight title. I feel pretty confident going into that meet. If Mo and Reid run, then it's our trophy to win and defend, and we also understand that everybody's shooting for us, and we enjoy that. We like that challenge. The kids get up for that. If you're a Badger, that's what you come here for, those Big Ten trophies. Winning, that's the start of the championship season. Winning is contagious, and it's a lot of fun. So you take a lot of energy from winning Big Ten titles into the next part of the season.